Well, hello, beautiful people. It's Angela Renee, the creative doula. Whoa. Let's have a real talk. Let's just talk about it. Let's get into it right away. Everything boils down. I don't care how people try to package it. Everything boils down to you having right relationship with the Most High God. That's it. Everything boils down to that. I have been doing some amazing just research on all these different concepts that people use to talk about, elevating and from the 3D, 4D to 5D that I talk about, which I do. I love that. From the vortex, all these different types of teachings that are out there by these people that are kind of like spiritual gurus, right? And I can tell you this unequivocally, that everything can be called all these different types of things, but it all boils down to relationship with the Most High. Like the vortex, right? And that's really about when you get into that sacred space, right? With spirit. And all that is relationship with the Most High. And as you walk with Him, no matter where you start, as you walk with Him and you learn Him, you will learn how to get into that secret space with Him, right? It is all about relationship with the Most High. We can call it whatever we want. We can give it 50 different types of names. But it's all about relationship with the Most High God. So don't get caught up. Change your life to put time for God. Like, put Him first. Get into the meditation and prayer in the morning, right? Where you are being still and listening, getting that word, and then walk it out. And that's what our life's journey is about. It's about hearing from God, walking it out, balancing everything out to where our soul leads, not our mind which can tell us anything, our mind which will believe anything, right? But our soul is leading. And you learn that by relationship, by being in relationship with the Most High God, right? Whether you call God source, universe, Buddha, whether you call Him Allah, it doesn't matter. The Most High, your maker, your creator, desires a relationship with you. And it's all about relationship. And just like we talked about before, any healthy relationship, you got to put time into it. I don't know where people are at that have healthy relationships with the Most High God. I can tell you where I'm at. All day long. All day long, I'm in communication with the Most High God. I had someone who was a friend who I was talking to today, and I know he wants to try to, make it more or whatever. And even in our communication, I'm talking about God. Not just talking about God, but I'm talking about why things are not going to go that way because of my commitment to the Most High God, right? And we're having a great conversation. It's not, drama or anything. It's just my whole life is surrounded around that relationship. Every choice that I make, it is as if first I've made the choice, I've made the commitment to the Most High God, right? So my commitment is to God first, even with my children. My commitment, and all my children are adults now, but my commitment is to God first. And when I commit to God first, I handle my other relationships correctly. Most of the time, the majority of the time. There are moments where, Angela's flesh is high and she goes before, what the soul would have said to do. It's rare, but it will happen every once in a while. I am still in this flesh. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I have learned the answer to how to live an amazing life. And it truly is by having a relationship with God. Not just put God first, like slamming some religion down on you. No, it's having relationship. Because God will speak to each of us individually where we're at, to get us to align with his will. And that's such a loving walk. It's a loving walk. So know that your gift for today, the number 2 is get into real relationship with the Most High God. If you get a chance to know yourself and you find yourself knowing yourself and you don't have a real relationship with your creator, with your maker, you don't know yourself, because there is nothing but peace when you get to this level. When you get beyond the 4D and you're into the 5D, it is the most beautiful place to be. And you can literally, whether you have things or don't have things, you're going to be at peace, you're going to have joy, you're going to be winning. So bottom line, gift number 2, after you know, like we talked about yesterday, know thyself. Gift number 2 is get into relationship with the Most High God. I say know thyself first, and really that's what the Most High gave me first, because there's no way you can have right relationship with someone if you don't know yourself. That's all relationships, right? You need to know thyself so that you can recognize that you must pursue the relationship with God. Like, you need to hunger and thirst after that, because that is your key to having an amazing life. That's it. It's simple. We make it difficult. We make it hard. Go back to Jeremiah 1:5. I knew you before I placed you in your mother's womb. That conversation that my good friend and sister Deneen Joyner talks about, right? So you got to have that conversation. You got to go back to that conversation. And of course, you're not going to remember it most likely. So you have to pray about that. You got to spend time with God to get to that relationship, that conversation. But it's all about relationship with the Most High, you guys. That's it. It's that simple. That's it for today. I'm Angela Renee, the Creative Doula. Peace and blessings. Love and light.